Hi everyone, welcome to the On Tomatoes channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes. These are the new Color Icons eyeshadow palettes that Wet n Wild came out not too long ago. It was probably last year. And they've reformulated their eyeshadows, and now these eyeshadows in the line called Color Icons are phenomenal. And I have a few of the palettes. I have the 6-pan palettes, and I also have the 8-pan palettes, and I also have the 3-pan palettes. And I have to say that the qualities of these are amazing for the price. And I'm going to be doing a review specifically for the Wet n Wild Color Icon, the 8-pan palettes. They came out with 3 palettes. They have the Comfort Zone, the Petal Pusher, and they also have a blue palette. I think that one is called Blue Had Me at Hello, I think. But these palettes are really good quality. I also have one in Silent Treatment, and this one I'm not too crazy about. I think it's just that the texture is just a little bit powdery and not as pigmented, but these I really like this 8-pan palettes. And this one is more of a neutral palette, the one in Comfort Zone, and this one is more of a pink palette. And this one is not as pigmented as this one. This one is probably my favorite out of the two, just because it's more pigmented and the colors are more wearable. This one is less pigmented. My favorite shadows from the Petal Pusher, I think that's most pigmented, is probably this pink right here. It's just a shimmery pink, and some of the darker colors are pretty well pigmented too. Overall, these eyeshadows, I think you can find these at Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, any drugstore, and they're like about $5, from $3 to $5. They're very inexpensive. And the quality of these, they're so soft, they're very smooth, they goes on like cream, and they're just very pigmented. However, they do have several cons. I find that these eyeshadows are very powdery, but you can't really complain for the price. They're very well pigmented, so there has to be a con. I mean, cut that out. So when you press your brush in there, you find that these are a little bit powdery, and they do have a lot of fallout. So you just want, as long as you make sure that you have something to blot your face, like some loose powder to blot your cheekbone from the eyeshadow fallouts, and you should be good. I don't really have a problem with that, because I usually blot my face with loose powder anyway when I do my eye makeup. So I don't find it to be a problem at all, because they're so affordable and they're so pigmented. Then I can't really complain for the price. And most of the eyeshadows on here are pigmented. My favorite colors from here is probably the eyelid colors and the crease color, this one right here. These are such beautiful colors to wear for smoky or neutral eyes. And what else do I have to say about these? The finish of these, oh, and also another con for these is that they don't have a matte colors. Most of the colors on here are very shimmery, very metallic, very glittery, and they lacking a matte color. So when I use these palettes for a look, I like to have a matte eyeshadows to use for my highlight or to use as a blending color, mostly because I don't like to wear my eye makeup full of shimmery and metallic colors. I like to have some matte colors to balance out the look. So usually I'll just use a matte highlight color like the Revlon matte eyeshadow is also very good, or just any matte eyeshadows that you have. So these are definitely lacking some matte eyeshadows, but the ones that I'm not saying that the shimmery ones aren't good. They're very good. It's just that if only they put in one matte color, it would be perfect. The lasting power, I would say that these last about the same. If you wear a primer or some sort of base under your eye makeup, I think you should have no problem with the lasting power. They last quite the same on because I always prime my eyes. And I am wearing the Comfort Zone palette in this right here. So if you're interested in this look, then I'll also link a video down in the description box. So overall, I would say that I'm pretty impressed with these Wet n Wild Color Icon palettes. These are just some of the examples of how pigmented they are and how shimmery and pretty they are. This is just the swatches from the comfort zone. Just this this column right here. I will also have swatches of all the palettes that I have on my blog. So if you go visit my blog on www.ontomatoes.com, then you can find pictures of the swatches of these. And I would definitely recommend, if you can only if you only want to try out one palette, I would definitely recommend the Comfort Zone palette. And they have some amazing dupes in here for some of the expensive eyeshadows. Like this eyeshadow right here, it would be this one right here, this brown, kind of bronzy golden, well, more like a bronze, like a brown bronze color right here. I think is a very, very close dupe for the Urban Decay Smog. You can find that color in the Naked palette or some of the palettes because they re-promote it several times. But this one is such a similar color to that color from Urban Decay. And also this color right here, the definer color right here, this one right here, is a dupe for MAC Club eyeshadow. It's so similar. I swatched them at the store at the MAC counter and they look so similar. So you can save yourself from some of the MAC eyeshadows and go purchase this palette. I definitely recommend it. I don't think I'm going to be repurchasing this because I don't think I'm ever going to finish it. They give you such a generous amount of each eyeshadow. They don't guess which one you're going to use more and give you less and more of this and that. They just give you a good amount of each eyeshadow, and that's what I really, really like about Wet n Wild too. So that's all for my quick review on the Wet n Wild palettes. If I missed anything, and if you're wondering if you have any other questions about these palettes, where to find them or anything like that, just leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer your questions. Other than that, you can find more information about these palettes on my blog at www.ontomatoes.com. I'll also have it in the description box below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!